I promise not to light the clubhouse on fire. I'm not leaving you out here by yourself. She pointed to the other side of the fire pit. Then your ass can sit over there and keep your lips zipped. I came out here and didn't tell anyone because I want to be alone. She leaned down and grabbed a bottle off the ground. I'm not sharing my bottle with you either. Not drinking, I drawled. At least I wasn't anymore. Raven was in a mood I'd never seen before. Don't get me wrong, she was still being a bitch, but for once I saw something more than that. I light this fire, and I'm the one in charge of it. Whatever, just light the damn thing. I pulled the book of matches from my pocket and struck a match against the back of it. The fire sparked to life immediately. The flames rose, and I had to take a step back. Thought you said it was only a quarter of the can, I murmured. Quarter? Half? Not like I had a fucking measuring cup or anything. The flames died down quickly, and the Barbie dolls on the top of the wood melted quickly. Do I get to ask why we're burning Barbie dolls? She took a swig from the bottle and wiped her mouth with the back of her hand. Sit your ass down, bike boy, and shut your mouth. There was the hard-mouthed bitch Raven was so good at being. I'll take that as a no, and make up some weird story why we're burning dolls at midnight. You do that, she mumbled. I shook my head and sat down in the chair opposite of her. I watched as she drank from the bottle and looked up at the sky when she wasn't drinking. The moon reflected off her pitch-black hair, and I could make out the curve of her lips as her tongue swooped out to catch the drop of liquor. You think you can stop being a creeper, bike boy? If you're just going to stare at me, then you might as well talk. You are one of a kind, Raven. She winked and tipped the bottle toward me. Right back at you, Clash. Not a lot of guys would follow another guy around like a puppy dog and call it brotherhood. I shook my head. This wasn't the first time Raven had said something like this to me. At first, it had pissed me the hell off, but now I knew her hate and rage wasn't directed at me. Since I was the one who was always around, that meant I got the brunt of it. That didn't mean I wasn't a little irritated by it, but I got it. You want me to stare at the fucking stars or something? Or something, she murmured. You glad Myra's back? Is she back? She laughed dryly and reached into her pocket. She pulled out a pack of cigarettes and stuck one in the corner of her mouth. Can I have those matches you confiscated from me? I strolled around the fire, struck a match, and held it up to the cigarette. I tossed it in the fire and sat back down. I still don't trust you with the matches. Lord knows what else you might have in mind to light on fire. The light of the fire flickered off the small hoop in her nose, and she smiled. You expect so little from me, Clash. Or is it I expect a lot, and I'm just hoping for a break from the madness? Touché, she chuckled. Now shut up and let me enjoy the sizzle of plastic melting from the Barbies. You got it. I kicked my feet out, crossed them at the ankles, and slouched down in my chair until my head touched the backrest. If this was how Raven wanted to spend the rest of the night, I wasn't going to argue with her. This was the most relaxed I had been in months, and I was going to take full advantage of it. Melting Barbies over a bonfire was more peaceful than you would think.
Chapter 2. Raven. Where were you last night? Myra eyed me from where she was seated at the table in the common room. Fire. I grabbed a coffee cup out of the cabinet and filled it to the brim with milk. Excuse me? Myra sat up straight in her chair. What the hell did you set on fire? I rolled my eyes and reached into the back of the pantry. I felt around until my hand connected with the telltale crinkle of the double-stuffed Oreo bag. Barbies and wood? Myra pulled out the chair next to her, and I plopped down with my milk and cookies. As usual, I have so many questions. As you should. I peeled back the top of the Oreos and grabbed a stack. I placed them in front of me and stole Myra's fork off her plate. You know there are clean ones in the drawer, right? By now, Myra should know I just didn't give a fuck about anything. That also included the fact she had used the fork before me. This will do. I expertly wedged the tine of my fork into the cream of the Oreo, then dunked it into my milk. Can we get back to what you were burning last night? I told you. I swirled the Oreo around in the milk and drowned it until the bubbles stopped. Where did you get Barbies from? Aren't you a little old for them? I waited 5 more seconds, then pulled the cookie from the milk. It's not like I bought them last...